The conference, The Intoxication of Power, Leadership and Hubris, is the first opportunity for the Daedalus Trust, in partnership with the Cambridge Judge Business School, to explore the issue of power and how that changes the personality of people in positions of power, affecting their ability to make effective decisions. And it's the first conference that we've done purely focused on the needs of business. There are three groups of people we expect to attend: senior HR professionals, senior executives, and those who aspire to take senior positions in organisations. For the HR people, for senior HR professionals, what you'll get out of it is greater insight into the mechanisms behind hubris and how you can prevent it in your own organisation. If you're a senior executive, what you can expect to get from the conference is greater clarity around the topic of hubris, how you can prevent hubris in yourself, how you can help to prevent it in your colleagues, and also create a culture of an organisation that prevents hubris from forming and inhibiting the performance of the organisation. If you're aspiring to any of these positions, then you get advanced, a heads up, if you like, of these things so that you can take them into account as you progress forward in your career. I think there's two reasons why the conference is taking place now. I mean, one is that there's a few years now passed since the global financial crisis. And I think people have really recognised that putting leaders into positions of power and then not really ensuring that those leaders can make decisions that are in the good of the whole is something that we need to be very careful about as we move forward. I think the other reason is that simply the Daedalus Trust has been active for a couple of years. Our initial focus was, I guess, understandably on the medical dimension, and clearly the biggest application area is in leadership, either political or business. But since business has such a huge impact on our world and is one of the major forces in our society, then addressing hubris in business and in leadership is a critical thing to do at this time. We have a great lineup of speakers. Lord Owen, who was the founding trustee of the Daedalus Trust. We have Professor Christoph Loch, who is the director of the Cambridge Judge Business School. We have Manfred Ketz de Vries, a well-known writer and a clinical professor looking into issues of hubris and hubris-related challenges. Maybe people will know some of his books, The Neurotic Organisation, Leadership on the Couch. We have Dame Sandra Dawson, we have Professor Nicola Clayton, who brings insights from the world of research into animal species outside of the human domain. And we have, from the world of business, we're very pleased that we have Martin Taylor, former Chief Executive of Barclays and the recently retired chairman of Syngenta. And we're particularly pleased because he has clearly been right in the thick of some of the challenges that organisations have experienced over the last few years.